1/8 Buggy B Euros finals got underway with a well-repaired track following yesterday's washout. Semi-final A was led out by the boy wonder David Ongaro. It would be hard not to pick him as favourite for the event based on his outstanding performance so far. Also, reigning champion Alessandro Maggi not looking too happy out there, but makes it through to 6th on the grid in the final, so doing the double could still happen perhaps. Well, devastation for Alberto Papa, with a flame out and a wheel hanging off. Yes, one look by the pit crew and it's game over for him. However, in the battle for front row in the final, it was Oscar Baldo that managed to pass the young David Ongaro and take the win. Over in Semi B, nightmare for poleman Alessandro Stocco, flaming out with just moments to go. And as the countdown continues, full panic from his mechanic to get him out there again. The horn sounds and he's running, but from the back of the pack. So, car 2 of Marco Baruffolo takes the lead, which he would soon turn into an enormous lead, leaving the others for dust, whilst Stocco put in a great effort to get back up into second place, with João Lopes from Portugal behind him. Jeremy Pite unfortunately didn't finish high enough for an A final spot, while Marco Baruffolo would take pole, with Oscar Baldo on second, so David Ongaro would be starting the final from 3rd on the grid. The rain in Italy continued its remarkable timing, giving us 20 minutes of heavy showers after the semis and before the final. So while the drivers were being presented to the dedicated crowd, the club sprang into action again to soak up what they could. The final began with a clean getaway, drivers eager to make up positions in the first few corners but also having no real idea about the track conditions, so no doubt wary to say the least. Ongaro on 2 wheels clips the barrier and Baldo's away. I won't point out the cars too much by colours because in 2 or 3 minutes they will all be brown. Over the AstroTurf, with some acrobatics down the field, David again looks to take the inside, but again it doesn't pay off, while Jurgen Trieb passes into second. Ongaro is free and into 3rd, with car 4 of Alessandro Stocco into 4th. This bizarrely, deceptively tough track is now sticky. The cars are getting heavier, and with the temperature dropping, you don't want to be spending too much time on your roof because that could surely spell disaster. So Baruffolo continues to get away. He'll be hoping for a repeat of his semi-final. And if Ongaro in 3rd continues to tangle with whoever he wants to get past, and second car is Jurgen Trieb, Marco just has to drive steady and all will be well. Ongaro on the inside, and they both independently take themselves out. And Oscar Baldo does the same. Oh, Baldo's over the barrier. He hesitates. He's up into second with Stocco behind. But things sort themselves out. Well, kind of. Stocco's into second. Think that's David Hessel up into 3rd. Well, all of which means Baruffolo must be getting away. No, the poleman humping the curb briefly brings them right back together. Hassel seems to make the same mistake and Baldo gets caught up too. So now it's all about Marco getting away from Alessandro. Marco showed us in his semi he can leave the rest behind, no problems. But Stocco showed us he's happy to overtake every car on the track and fight his way up to the top. While David Ongaro can make the fastest lap out there. But where is he now? I don't know. But Marco lands on 1 wheel, cartwheels, and it's all the chance Stocco needs to take this. Stocco from Baruffolo. Battle commences. Over the barrel, bad landing, and Marco's back out into the lead. A brownish car is joining the party, though that being said, with that much brown on, he could be a lap back. It could be Maggi. Yes, 3 Italians out front. Baruffolo from Stocco from Maggi. Current champion, Maggi. Stocco and Maggi both in the finals in Switzerland last year. Another event plagued by water falling from the sky. As Baruffolo starts to get his groove on, settling down, finding a rhythm round the track, a little way back, things continue to be close. Stocco is in second. Chased down repeatedly by Maggi as 4th place Oscar Baldo waits for an opportunity. And before long, one way or another, he's up into 3rd, with David Hassel behind him. Baruffolo continues to expand his lead, but with such an extreme surface change to the track since qualifying, all fuel strategies will no doubt be out the window, with every team erring on the side of caution. Happily for the leader, he makes his first stop. Smooth and no cars pass. A great start for the young Italian, who will look to extend his lead. But a mistake on his outgoing lap puts him back in the sights of car 2 Stocco again. But Stocco inevitably makes his first stop, so Baruffolo gets a bit of breathing space. With a quarter of the race down, car 1 Baruffolo has a good lead on car 4 of Stocco, with Jurgen Trieb in third, with Maggi in fourth, but with Oscar Baldo looking dangerous to him. And as Maggi begins to lose pace, with Baldo passing for fourth, Jurgen Trieb, seen here in third, has a good 9-second lead on him. But the track's not getting any kinder to the drivers, with sticky and slick and loose patches. And it's taking its toll on the marshals too. And even the cameramen are having a hard time of keeping track of everything on this track. It's been pretty hard to explain this weekend just why this track is so hard to drive on. And now it's wet, it's even harder to drive on and to explain, I suppose, in my case. However, the one man who seems to be coping nicely is the leader, with a solid 10 seconds on Stocco. Every mistake the field makes behind him in its desperate panic to catch up is helping him increase his lead. But not as much as he'd like. Baruffolo pits and Stocco passes into the lead, while Angaro has flamed the young star down in 8th position. This really has not been the fairy tale end to the weekend for him. No one, and even in this final, no one can really do a faster lap than him on this track. But since the semi-finals, things have taken a turn for the worst. So back out front, Stocco from Baruffolo. Stocco is said to be planning on taking one less fuel stop. Now that remains to be seen, but Baruffolo, no one has really looked as smooth or has adapted quite as well to this track as him. So, yes, you could say just a matter of time. Approaching the halfway points, Baruffolo from Stocco, from Jurgen Trieb, from Oscar Baldo. Stocco continues to make a few errors and coming out from refuelling. Third place, white-ish, car 5 of Jurgen Trieb is challenging him for position. This European-style track looks flat compared to the US facilities, but the myriad of mini bumps and odd angled ruts must be sending these drivers loopy. Nose to wing they go, incredibly. Jurgen Trieb up to second. Stocco passes Angaro. Back out again, but way back. Trieb also handles the track well. But Baruffolo's lead of 19 seconds continues to grow, while Stocco continues to fall back. Whilst Spanish Oscar Baldo is up to third. A brief panic now for Jurgen Trieb. You can see his crew behind David Angaro's. He's flamed out in the pit lane, but he's back out before long. But it's just long enough for Stocco to get back out into third. And it's side by side on the jump. David Angaro's into the mix, but he's on lap 30. These guys on 31. Stocco's got the pace, but has he got the control? No. I thought that was the perfect moment for Jurgen, but he seemed bizarrely magnetised to Alessandro. Not the best throw there, and Stocco flames. Well, he did flame and started his semi from the back and did well then, but with the remaining time in this race, I really wouldn't be hopeful now. Such a shame for the young Italian. Well, the final third of the race, positions don't change an awful lot, and Baruffolo has a 30-second lead on Oscar Baldo, with Jurgen Trieb in third, Jimmy Wyman in fourth, who does have some issues and falls to 7th behind Tony Truman, with David Angaro finishing a very respectable 5th. So, of the top 3, 1 and 2 ultimately finish in grid order, and Jurgen Trieb, the Austrian, climbs from 5th to 3rd. But an amazing performance from Marco Baruffolo with his RB-powered RB. A fantastic result for both him and the team.
Grazie innanzitutto, è stata una bellissima gara.
It was a wonderful race. I mean, it was a battle since the very first laps. Then he managed to get a small gap and thank God the rain didn't come during the final. Yeah, he had to change tires because of the new bumps and holes that came out in the track. It was even more slippery, so yeah. He's very happy actually, because it's the first race he manages to finish without any problem. So bad luck for him this year, but not for this race. He's very happy with everything.
Very difficult, very difficult.
Yeah, we have a good setup for qualify, and now even in the semi-final we were really good. But the problem with the water, we have a little bit problems with the tires and with the setup. So, but he did really well.
Were you happy with the pit stop, the fuel strategy? Did that all run smoothly?
Yeah, we don't want to take risk. We can have 9 minutes, but because the mat and everything, we don't want to take risk. So we decided to make 7:30 and just finish the race.
Jurgen, congratulations. Are you happy with third?
Yes, I was very happy. Yes, it was very difficult. The tires was not so good. The track was
very slippery, and before the final we changed the tires because of the weather. Yeah.